Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new journal with me video and it's also a collaboration. So this is actually a part of a challenge. It's the Halloween journal challenge for 2023 and it's a collaboration. So it's hosted by IKEA Creates, and like the Junk Journal July challenge, there's going to be a new creator sharing a video each day with a different prompt. So my prompt today is spooky cinema. And the idea of this challenge is to celebrate all things autumnal and spooky. So actually here in Australia, we are just in the early stages of spring. So we're getting some really warm weather. But I wanted to start off this video with a little bit of a cozy intro. So I tried to film this on a day where we got a little bit of rain, and I lit a candle and just tried to bring in those cozy vibes, even though here in Australia it's pretty hot already and it's already starting to feel kind of summery. So anyways, with my prompt spooky cinema, I wanted to document some different scary films that I've seen, and this prompt works really well for me because when I was younger, when me and my husband first got together, we used to watch a ton of scary movies together, like every single weekend. It was kind of like our thing that we would do. We would go into the movie store and rent. So this was when you could still go into stores and look at DVDs and pick your weeklies and your overnighters. So we used to do that. And we would just get a ton of different creepy movies. So some horrors and some thrillers, both old and new, just a big mix. And so by now we've seen hundreds of scary movies. We don't watch them as much as what we used to. We have kids now, obviously, so it's a bit tricky to get that time. And I've also become a little bit of a sook when it comes to horror movies. I still enjoy them. I still enjoy watching them, but like anything that has kids or animals, I don't really want to watch. So we don't watch them as much as what we used to. But what I did was I went to Google and I put together a bunch of images. And I saved up a bunch of movie covers of some films that I remember. So a lot of the movies I can't even remember that well because it's either been such a long time since I've seen them or they just kind of like all mesh into one. It's kind of hard to remember them. But I printed out the ones that I can remember pretty well, and I just put them all together and printed them out just as small thumbnail pictures. And I also have a couple of movie tickets from a scary movie my husband and I saw together a couple of months ago. I hadn't documented those tickets yet, so it just worked out to put them on this page. They're from the movie Evil Dead Rise. That movie was pretty horrible. It's really, really gory. It's gross. So, and also my husband and I, we went and saw it on the last day that they were showing it in our cinema. And we saw it late at night. It was like the very last showing of the movie. And we were the only ones there. So we had the entire cinema to ourselves, which made it a little bit more creepy. But yes, this movie is pretty gross. There were some pretty gross, gory parts in the movie. And those aren't really the kind of scary movies that I enjoy. I would rather watch a thriller that has some like twists and turns that you don't necessarily see coming. But yeah, I've got a mixture of different types of horror films there that I printed out. Some of them as well I saw when I was really young, like some of the first scary movies that I ever saw, The Grudge and The Ring, which I saw with my friend Tiana when we were probably 12 or 13. And they make the list because I remember them so well, just because when you see your first scary movies, it kind of leaves a bit of a mark because they're kind of traumatizing. But yeah, so I created a page that has a flip out, and then I put all of the movie titles or the movie covers inside under the flip out. I added a little dictionary meaning that says frighten, and then I also put some ticket washi tape and some little tickets along the top, as well as my cinema tickets and some little strips of washi tape. Then I went to some of my stickers and I pulled out this sheet of stickers. It's like a whole ton of different contents stickers, which were really cool, and they kind of had the right vibe to them. They looked a little bit spooky. So I picked one of those for the top of the page, and then I'm just looking through what other stickers that I have that can kind of fit with a Halloween theme. So I pulled out some of these stickers. They're like little book covers, which I just thought worked really well for this spread. I picked all the ones that had a spooky cover. and I just stuck those around the page. And then I also pull out some other stickers from my little sticker folder. I'm pretty sure all of the stickers that I used on this spread are all from Sticky Club, which I will link down below. I picked some of these little ticket stickers, which were really cute. They had, I can't remember exactly what they said, but stuff like, I don't know, happy memories and stuff like that. They're just really fun little pretend tickets with like pretend little phrase things on them, if that makes sense. They're really cute. So I stuck some of those around the page, and then I pulled out some scraps of paper. So both scraps of ledger, like vintage ledger and lined paper, and then some scraps of craft paper. And these were already in small little rectangular shapes, and I just kind of overlapped them on the page as you see me doing here. I used my glue stick to glue them down, and I just created this collaged background which I could do my written journaling on top of. Then these 3 sticker sheets, they're also from Sticky Club. They're all Halloween themed, so they worked well for this journal spread, of course. I picked a couple of these cute little witch hat stickers, stuck those around the page, and then just kind of kept decorating around the page. And I was leaving that little scrap paper collage area pretty blank because I knew that I wanted to do my written journaling on top of that. So this is just my take on the spooky cinema theme. You could definitely do it differently to what I've done, but I felt like being in Australia and being Australian, we don't celebrate Halloween a whole lot. Like we do a little bit, but not as much as what other people do in other countries. This prompt worked the best for me because I have seen a lot of horror film. On the front here, on the front of the flap, I stuck this popcorn packet and then a flashcard tucks inside there because it fits really, really well. And I used that flashcard to journal some of my favorite movie treats because my husband and I will always get lots of delicious sweets to eat while we watch our films. And so I wrote down some of my favorites, and then I just decorated that again with some little stickers, so different sweet stickers, which looks really cute. I filled in my written journaling, and here you can get a little look at the finished spread. So it was actually pretty quick to put together. It was really fun to put together. It was also fun to remember some of those movies that some of them we really enjoyed. Some of them have some pretty cool plots and twists and turns, so it was fun to kind of look back and try and remember some of those different films because it's kind of hard to remember when you've seen so many. I did think about doing something creative with a theatre. You could make like some little curtains or something and have your journaling hide behind the curtains. I did think about doing something like that, but in the end I'm really happy with how my little spread turned out. If you're interested in joining in on this challenge, definitely check it out. I'll link everything down below so you can find it really easily and you can join in. Everybody can join in. It's completely free. There's also a playlist where you can continue watching a new video every single day where you can follow along with the challenge. And yeah, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in my next video.